Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 19 of Less Platinum Lies of P. Alright, today, before we move on, we're going to head back to Krat Central Station lobby so that we can use our Trinity key, the penultimate one. We passed up a door that we came to a few episodes ago. I didn't have the Trinity key with me, but now I do. I also have the one for the next Trinity door as well, the final Trinity door. So that's going to be good. Well, let's get this one out of the way so we don't forget it, and then we can move on. We're getting pretty close to the end of the game now. I'm definitely not going to finish it by next episode like I wanted to, episode 20, but maybe by 23, 24? Alright, so we see the same thing. Let's read this one. Remember the metal angel. We are simply on a journey that follows his footsteps. Song of the day. The pickpocket who was overconfident in a gamble had his heart stolen and died. And inside we receive the Workshop Master's Workwear and Carrier's Amulet +1. Beautiful. So Carrier's Amulet +1, it's a little heavier, but it also increases the amount of stuff that we can put on from 59% to 52, so that's quite a large, that's like 20 extra units almost. You can see they're 151.4 to 171.2, so that's excellent. We'll definitely use that. Is there a different explanation? No. The puppets walked and walked. They saved their final step for the barren swamp, the puppet's grave. Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the spaced liner on, didn't I? Let's chuck that on as a direct upgrade. Useful, because now I can actually use that. And then the costume. The costume is actually, I quite like the costume. It was this one, right? Yeah. Workshop Master's Workwear. Workwear of the Workshop Union. Krat, the capital of automated puppets, was built by their hands. Krat's wealth came from machinery and trams, weapons and automated puppets. Geppetto and the Workshop Union were the prophets and adventurers of this golden path. Cool. I really like the look of this one. It's like simplistic, but it looks cool. Alright, use a Stargazer, and we will teleport to the Relic of Trismegistus combat field, where we saw Alidoro last. Alright, and so now basically at this point begins the final act. We head to the final area of the game. We can still return to the previous areas of the game if we want, but yeah, this is the final area. It takes about, if you know what you're doing, I think it takes like 3 hours. So that's why I'm thinking maybe episode 22, 23, or 24, depending on, you know, how well I can do at the area. I did pretty well during practice. I managed to get through quite a bit of it without dying, and then I sort of stopped playing for the night, came back the next day, and then it was like death after death after death. So we'll see how this goes, but...
It was a total attack. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood, the Fox, the Cat, and Alidoro too. I don't even want to guess what they might be planning, pal. This way must lead to their headquarters, shall we?
We shall. Alright. Heading down this corridor, we'll have us collect one final collectible
Hey,
here.
look! That lever resembles... Yes! It seems we can use it to call a submarine.
A submarine. Alright, let's obtain this. The Great Venini and Pistrus, the submarine. You're all invited to the launching ceremony of Venini Company's new submarine, the Pistrus. Come and see the Pistrus's dashing dignity. Size, 42.2 meters by 3.8 meters, that is gigantic. Displacement, 322 ton. Speed, above water, 12 knots, underwater, 7 knots. Propulsion method, Lorenzini engine and lead acid batteries. Hey, that's what he gave us before as well, with the Golden Ergo. The Pistrus moves with Mr. Venini's newest motivity organ, Lorenzini engine, a patented product named after Mr. Venini, the new method that generates a bigger electric output by electrically stimulating ergo. Lead acid battery, supplementary power. On top of that, it serves as ballast on the bottom of the submarine. Such an innovative design. A one-time chance to take a peek into the future of Krat, the city of science. Don't miss out, come join us. Yeah, so we learnt about the word, or we've seen that word Pistrus before. Where was it? It was a book? So said Pistrus. I, Adriana, recorded for the brothers and sisters. Praise Pistrus, the one who will swallow even God. Listen, my brothers and sisters, I, Pistrus, shall tell you about the world's secrets. In the beginning, it was a wish. It had to be a wish. It's the only paradise perishable humans can have. For thousands of years, humans' wishes perished, but one reached a star. That was a miracle. More so because that star was a very good one. The star answered the humans and descended to Earth. Then everything began. Okay, that's kind of weird to combine the name of the submarine with something as esoteric as what was written there. But we'll find out more about that later. For now, let's pull the lever.
Listen, pal. Nice landing, but, let's not make it a habit. What the? Hey, it's Sophia.
I am finally meeting you here. You're a clever one, so it shouldn't surprise you that the Sophia at the hotel isn't really me. My real self is on the upper part of the Abbey. I became his tool a long time ago. I have endured such pain. My soul split into pieces. Truth is, I guided you this far not to save Grot, but to save me. I felt guilty about that. But I was so elated when you answered my call. Despite it all, I thank you. My spirit and my body have lived apart for too long. Perhaps in death, they will reunite. In peace, I'll grant you my power before my spirit diminishes further. Stargazer will guide you, clever one. If you find my body, please help me find peace. My guidance ends here. After images of memories rage on the seaside because of Ergo, please be careful.
Alright, let's talk to her for a little bit longer, I think.
I can't hold out forever, but I'll support you.
Okay, so let's see what else she has to say about Simon.
I am the daughter of Valentinus, leader of the Alchemists. Simon was my father's right-hand man. Ambition overwhelmed him, however, and he spread the petrification disease, taking countless lives. Why would he do that? I don't know. But he brings a dark world upon us. That's for certain. Stop him, however you can.
Okay, so Sophia is called Sophia Monad. She's Valentinus's daughter, so Valentinus Monad, and Valentinus was the original leader of the Alchemists. Simon was his right-hand man, and then Simon took over. They spread the petrification disease, and now everything's gone to crap. About the meaning of the tool.
The petrification disease freezes time and memory within the afflicted body. Ergo is the purified essence of that life, trapped by the petrification disease. When I discovered that, It opened my eyes, and I was able to manipulate time using ergo. Simon, on the other hand, is trying to use my power to fuel his ambition. I wound back your time to protect you, so you could stand against him. So stop him. Save Krat.
Okay, so Ergo is trapped in people's bodies through the petrification disease, and then for some reason when Sophia discovered that, she gained the power to rewind time. And also that's why I think it's kind of like a gameplay element thing where when you die, there's like a clock that comes up and it says lie or die, and then it reverses. So Sophia is literally rewinding time to before you died so you can try again. I think that's kind of what it is. Alright, I don't think she says anything else. Let me just talk to her one more time. Yeah. Okay, so the only other thing is that Sophia's, like, the Sophia that we've been talking to this whole time is essentially a projection. Her real body is at the top of the Abbey, which you can see over there, perfectly ominous for the final area of a game. And you can also see that a bunch of Ergo is being absorbed to a singular point, which is what we saw after we defeated Archbishop Andreas, or fallen Archbishop Andreas. So yeah, really cool. This area is called the Black Seaside. It's pretty straightforward. There's the Pistrus. You can't really get, well, I can actually run over there. It's not super noticeable immediately, but if you look at the front of the Pistrus, it's a gigantic shark. It's got like teeth, and it's it's very like sort of scary. Well, it's kind of scary looking, I guess you could say. Okay, let's navigate through the Black Seaside. I don't know if what I wrote down collects every single item, but I think I did, because I did a pretty thorough search. We're also going to get more story as we go, so let's push forward. First thing I wrote was, just keep heading forward. Alright, I think that's our first story point over there. Let's run. We're going to find some snow figures, and they're going to play out a story. Now, when I watched this the first time, it did not make any sense to me. Now I understand it a bit more, so I'm going to do my best to explain it, but without like completely giving it away. So here we go, 2 snow figures. If we press talk, we should get a small scene.
I want to go home. I don't want to be here. How many sleeps till Daddy's back? 10 sleeps? 20?
Soon enough. You know he's quite busy. While you wait, why don't I play with a new friend? His name is Romeo.
Okay, so we got a resplendent Ergo chunk. We see a vision of a young boy and an older woman, and the young boy is saying that he doesn't want to be here, he wants to go home, he's waiting for his father. And then the woman says, listen, he's not coming back at the moment, he's very busy, but why don't you go play with your new friend Romeo? Romeo, as we know, has only appeared one more time in the game. Romeo was the king of puppets, so there's a connection there. Let's keep going.
Hi, are you trained to be a stalker too? Let's practice together. Call me Lampwick.
Okay, another resplendent Ergo chunk. And we see a figure of a boy sort of in the fetal position almost, or, well, holding his knees. And then we see another boy saying, hi, call me Lampwick. So this one actually requires a bit of like prior, well, I don't know if they intended it on doing it that way, but Lampwick is Romeo. Basically, in the original story, there was a character called Lampwick, or I believe Candlewick as well, and his name is Romeo as well. So that is just basically the Romeo boy talking to the other boy and trying to cheer him up. Alright, I believe we can now collect our very first item. Should be a dim Ergo fragment. Cool. And then there's this one over here in the distance, so let's grab that too. This one is going to be a crescent moonstone, yep. And now we've got another 2 snow figures that we can interact with. Let's do it again. Looks like the same sort of image there, the young boy and presumably Romeo. Let's see.
He didn't even come to your graduation? I don't care if an old man like that that kicks the bucket. Don't say that. It's nice you got any family at all. Let's start talking about this. Oh, she's here. Grab her.
Okay, so a dim ergo crystal, our very first one. I'll look at that in a moment. I think it's our very first one. Yes. Ergo crystals are considered fresh material and good food for those who run on ergo. Okay, yeah, so we read that same thing with the vivid one. Yeah, so that was the two boys again. Romeo was trying to comfort the younger boy, saying, hey, you know, he didn't come to your graduation, but at least you've got a family. And the young boy is saying, I don't care, like he's being a jerk. And the last bit there about like, oh, she's here, quick, grab her, I actually am not 100% sure what that is referring to. I genuinely don't know. So I'm gonna forget about it until someone mentions it. Okay, we've got a hidden moonstone here. Let me just make sure that I'm on the right track. Yes. Hang on. Okay. Well, I guess I'll grab this first. Vivid ergo fragment. Okay, now let's grab this one.
Please teach me how to use a sword. You're a legendary stalker.
Ugh, so annoying. Germany, get rid of them. I'm off.
Okay, dim ergo crystal. Alright, so that one, I think basically what's going on there is that the young boy has, you know, he's finished, he's graduated, moved on, and he's gone to find a, oh, there's one over there, I think I missed that one. He's gone to find someone who can teach him how to fight, and whoever it was had Gemini as a partner, and maybe that's why Gemini says he feels like he's been here before when we were at the Relic of Trismegistus. It seems like it was a female stalker, but we don't know for sure who it was. Gosh, did I miss all this? Because I feel like I'm not remembering. Hang on. Okay, no, I think I got it. Okay, I believe it's straight ahead. There's one over there too. I'm gonna go to this one first. Okay, getting closer to the building there. Dim ergo fragment. Let's go to this one. I tried this like 2 times and then I just gave up. As in like making sure to collect all the items. It's not a big deal. The items are not too special. I mean, hidden moonstone is like the very beginning. Alright, and now we have this final one, which I'll look at in just a moment. Just want to quickly check over here. Yeah, it should be fine. Alright, let's look at this final one. After this, we should receive warmth.
My God. No. I'm sorry. I was too late. I wish I got here sooner. If I had known this would happen.
Okay, you feel warmth. Alright, so it looks like in that final one, the stalker did accept the young boy under her wing, but the young boy died. And the stalker is sad about that. So yeah, that's the end of that. And now if we collect that one and this one and get the Stargazer. Alright, and now we should be good to go. So we'll learn more about how that works a little bit later. I don't need to use it because I probably should use it anyway. Oh, you know what? My gold coin fruit is almost done, so I'll quickly head back to Hotel Crichton and grab that. In the meantime, I will have a quick read of my notes and see if I can figure out what we're doing. I mean, we're basically heading straight up, but I just want to make sure that I've got it all figured out. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to read it as I go. Yeah, I think I gotta stick to the right side of the area. Okay. I kind of want to use my Moonface pocket watch to return to the most recent Stargazer to see if it actually takes me to the Black Seaside, which is where we just were, but I'll just go back this way. Because if I use it and it takes me to the Hotel Kral one, then it's like, waste of time. Black Seaside. I pressed square by accident. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry, just trying to get everything into my head. Alright, here we go. So that's where we need to go. Let's start heading to the right because there's a bit of a, there's some protection here from, there's going to be basically catapults that fire at us and we want to avoid them at all costs. The Arche Abbey entrance, or Arche Abbey entrance. Alright, here we go. Avoid that. Grab this, and then what I like to do is go around this big crystal. Good protection. You'll never be attacked on this side. And then just keep running up here. There is one more item down there. I'll avoid it for now. I kind of wanted to get it actually. Alright, so there's a big creature here. I really don't want to fight it immediately. I'd like to avoid it first and come back later. So yeah, that should be fine. I think it saw me, but I think I got away in time. Yeah, we should be okay. I don't think it can chase me up here. Or if it can, it'll despawn. So get rid of these two guys. Oh, okay. Forget what I said. It found me. I don't know how, but it found me. Okay, let's power up. This guy's actually not too bad to kill. You just gotta watch for his attacks. Try and block it as best as you can. Okay, that was well timed. Done. Alright, excellent. Phew! Just remain calm. Bang, bang. Nice. Definitely take out these catapults so that they don't, oh nice. They don't get used against you. Collect the acid canister. The music is so operatic here. It's also probably quite loud, so I apologize if you can't. If it's too loud, I will... If it is, I'll try and fix it in post. I just have to lower this section. Alright. No, don't tell me you've seen me. Okay, cool. Vividogo fragment. Grab this thing. Get a moonstone, very worth it. It's so strange that at the end of the game they put an item to upgrade your weapons from the very beginning. Shot put. That is one downside of this game, just too many items that do very little. Oh yeah, okay. I was are there two guys here? I don't see them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Okay, let me try that again. 1, 2, 3, 1. Interesting. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then R2. This is an important item, I believe, so we're going to collect it in a moment. When I say important item, I really mean story item. Okay, goodbye. That is a huge difference in damage. The backstab, the rear fatal attack goes up to 1108. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. What? What? Excuse me? Let me try that again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Interesting. Okay. I think that's the last one, so I can't really practice that, but interesting. I don't think I was ignited before either, so... Oh. Take this dog enemy out. Drop down. Okay, there's an item over here, so we can grab that. Those enemies are a little bit further away. What I typically like to do is go down here, try and get his attention, which worked splendidly. Okay, ignite. Oh crap. Not familiar with that attack. Come on. Nice. Got that. Alright, he's gone. Fire just hurts him so much. Okay, collect those, and then I think we're good to go back, and we should be pretty fine to win here, because there's only some easy enemies left. Got a Dim Ergo fragment there, there were just so many items here. It's a very, very large area. Hidden Moonstone. Oh, just slightly too far away. Good. Hang on a sec. Oh, I thought there was another item over there. 2, 3. Give me the Fable Catalyst. Gemini's Emergency Protection. Did I pick this up? I forgot. Yeah, it was a shopwood, that's right. Okay, cool. Alright, we collected everything, we defeated everyone. Let's keep going and collect the story item known as So Said Pistrus 2. Excellent. I, Adriana, recorded for the brothers and sisters. Praise Pistrus, the one who will swallow even God. Listen, my brothers and sisters. I, Pistrus, shall tell you about ancient secrets. A star that was curious about humans, pretended to be human, then became one. The humans saw its splendor and called it an angel. Although its form was the same, its substance was different. The undying substance, the breath of metal that lives forever. That is the reason humans wished for an angel. The angel gladly shared immortality with humans, but that blessing wasn't for everyone. Interesting. I wonder if that seems to relate a little bit to what we read earlier with the Trinity door and in the Trinity room. Something about I think it was a metal angel. Maybe I'll try and figure that out as well at some point. Fable Catalyst. Okay, yeah, we should be good for this. Alright, we've defeated all the enemies, we've collected all the items, and now it's time to take on... the game doesn't treat this as a proper boss, but yeah, it's a boss. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Door Guardian. Nice. 3, 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, I blocked. Okay, I forgot about how that works. Good. Don't hit me again, please. Just poke his knee. And then quickly try... Got him. He's gonna do big boy damage, yep. And then knee. 1, 2. Done. Alright, we win. And for winning, we get the High-Level Alchemist badge. Let's read that. An unlocking device obtained after defeating a High-Level Alchemist. It opens the mysterious door in the Arche Abbey. The Arche Abbey was built for a covert and lofty purpose. Awaken, evolve, ascend. This was the alchemist's ardent wish. Cool. So yeah, we're going to use this badge to get through pretty much all of the Arche Abbey. One thing that I'll mention about that Door Guardian, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I've seen anyone say it, although, and I haven't necessarily gone looking for it. But on his right hand, he only had 4 fingers. It didn't look like he was missing one, but he only had 4 fingers, and it makes me think that there's a chance that could have actually been Alidoro. It's just a guess. It's a complete guess. It's probably wrong, but yeah, it was just something that I noticed when I was fighting him. Even the first time, I was like, oh, maybe that's Alidoro. Ah, okay. Alright, so here's how you get through this area. Poke, poke, poke. Obtain from behind here. Poke, poke, poke. Obtain. Run. Ignite. Cool. Didn't actually know that was going to happen. Gonna run up here, because I'd rather fight him over here. Because first of all, he's taking big boy damage. No, you don't. Okay, that worked brilliantly. Alright, do exactly that, because that was basically the best fight ever. Okay, use your badge here. Alright, let's go. Go back down, watch it, listen for the explosion, or for the, sorry, not the explosion. The firing of the shell. Here it comes again. Avoid it. Use this path that was just created. Go here. Okay, now the slightly tricky bit. Climb up. Okay, they're firing again, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3. You definitely want to pull this guy towards you. Feed him. Wait a second, wait a second. Did he? Ah, okay. Okay, that's fine. I rolled. 1, 2, 3. Roll here. Grab a star fragment. Carefully go around. Vanini's urgent repair tool. I could have sworn there was way more of those in the game. I feel like that's like the 3rd or 4th one that I've picked up in the entire game. Okay, so we need to be careful here. Yeah, so what we're going to do is instead of going down that way, which is going to be in the line of fire, we're going to head this way. Poke, poke, dead. Okay, see how he kind of like phased in and out of existence? That was because I think he was like, he got loaded into a place that he shouldn't have been. Okay, that's dead. That's a weird combination of attacks that I did. Saw blade. Oh yeah, you. 1, 2, 3. Always attack this guy as quickly as you can, because he will pretty much, he won't have enough time to use his fists to attack you. If you're using the weapon that I'm using. If you're using a slower weapon, it might not work. But then again, your slower weapon might do more damage than my salamander blade. Acidic crystal spear combo. Nice. Yeah, you can drop off the edge there, press R1 immediately to perform a plunging attack, and then you just win. Okay, star fragment. Alright, so far so good. One thing I will say is this area of the game, as we go through it, it goes forever. Like it literally, it just keeps on going. You feel like you're like, alright, I'm past the worst of it. Alright, here's another bit. Alright, let's get through this bit. And then it's like, there's more, and there's more, and there's more. And it just goes on and on and on. It's still, like, it's not bad per se, but it just, I feel like it overstays its welcome. Maybe one sort of segment or one section too many. Okay, before we do anything, I want to try and get this guy's attention. Throw a sawtooth wheel. Okay, just definitely stay well away. Now we can do this. Okay, I blocked just in case. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Good. He's gonna do it again, maybe? No? Nice, okay. Yeah, try and poke him sort of in his middle, because most of his body is covered in crystals. But if you can poke like this sort of fleshy part there, it kind of works a bit better. Let's use another ignite, why not? Stab, stab. Stab, stab. Oh, you can actually break the crystal. That's cool. Yeah, he stands no chance against me. He literally didn't even get to attack. Alright, cool. Making good progress. Let's grab this treasure chest. If I just play it slow, Remember my training. We'll be good. Alright, we found the Veteran's Amulet. This one says, it increases your max legion. The last step at the crossroads of life and death. Among those who understood this desperation, there was one who decided to manufacture it. I don't know what that means. Okay, nothing over here. This is one of the most interesting areas ever. There's a massive door right into the entrance of the Arche Abbey, and then there's just a ladder that leads up. It seems so strange. But okay, whatever you say, game. If I do this area absolutely perfectly, it would be hilarious because I might actually be able to do it in like 21 episodes. Definitely not 20. I think 20 is asking too much because this is 19 and there's no way we're getting to the end in the next episode. But yeah, alright, there's our next Stargazer here. We have a shortcut which we will use much later. There's an item up there as well which we get much later. For now, let's head through here. See if we can properly work our way through here. Alright, so over here to the right there's going to be a hidden enemy behind this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe don't stand where I stood. That's fine. Don't worry about the... Actually, hang on, let me check. Let me do it. Yeah, so no. Go this way. Collect the Dark Moon Moonstone of the Covenant. Go back this way. What is on this side? It's just a dead end, right? Yeah. Well, like it's a dead end, but there's a shortcut. Drop down this guy, defeat him. Same with this one. Okay, now drop to this ledge. Drop to this ledge. Alright, and now the annoying part. Alright, so we're gonna... I kind of want him to face away, but it should be okay. Drop onto the growth. Pull him in with a puppet string. Pull him in with a puppet string to interrupt his charge attack. This guy is a little bit different to the one we fought, and he can be a little bit tricky. Okay, he's being a little bit of a jerk face. 1, 2. No. Gotta destroy this thing. 2. Come on. Okay, cool. I don't really have like a great way to defeat him. Typically, well, he sort of got the upper hand on me, which I was surprised by. I didn't expect him to attack as quickly as he did. But if I got the upper hand on him, I think it would have been a different story. That guy does actually... Is this a secret? No. He does actually appear again later, but for now, we don't need to worry. Well, sorry, actually, let me change my sentence. He does actually appear again later, so let's see if I can deal with him more easily next time. I probably should have leveled as well. I didn't, but I probably should have. We should be fine. Alright. Now, I believe this collectible is very important. Alright. Bundle of old letters. A bunch of letters covered in dust. Dear Valentinus Monad, as a result of the last summit, we venerable families have decided to actively sponsor the Zelator Laboratory construction plan. There are still those who oppose, but it won't be too hard to persuade them. The only possible variable is that they won't give any information about the lab. Being careful is a good thing, but we're the ones who provide the funding, so we don't want any uncertainties. We should never just watch. Old families hate being looked down the most. You alchemists know and handle so many things. I had no idea that place known as the Devil's Pit had so much value. But when a gold mine or a secret is revealed, you can't put the cat back in the bag. Don't worry about the construction workers. We'll take care of it real clean. Don't forget, if you look down or try to trick us, it's not only the workers who will disappear. Till next time I see you, I'm looking forward to our beneficial exchange. In the name of the old houses, Wolf. Alright, so I actually asked who Wolf was in a previous episode, and I genuinely cannot remember where I read it. And searching for it now is probably not a great idea. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Wolf. Maybe it's written here. Where was it? Was it the... Where is it? It's not that one. This one. Is it this one? Damn it, I cannot remember where I read the thing about Wolf. Bundle letter, lovers' letters. Cecile's written confession, that was ages ago. Damn it. Why couldn't I remember? Alright, I will endeavour to remember by next episode. I definitely remember reading it. Alright, so here, this is a weird section, but basically one of those... Hang on, let's see. There we go. One of these guys will fall down. So just turn around and defeat him real quick. Collect Vanini's urgent repair tool, as I said earlier, that there wasn't too many, now there's a lot. Oh, now there's another one. Okay, with this guy, be careful because there's a lot of exploding barrels nearby. So take him out, grab your full moonstone of the Covenant. Get out of that cloud. Throwing cell. Demogo crystal, get ready to pay attention to that symbol, because that's going to be important. Half moonstone. Okay, what does this say? Sister Alchemist Odrade. Although she could not be completed, may she be with us through her noble sacrifice. Alright, so what this is basically the alchemists were doing experiments on people, and they were trying to make them like... They were trying to complete them. Like they thought that with enough iterations and enough practice, they could make them into the perfect evolutions, essentially. And the carcasses are all the failures, but they kept trying and trying. So that sister did not make it. Okay, for this area, I recommend pulling and defeating. I get this guy, I forgot. How did I'm gonna go this way first, actually. 1, 2, 3. Legion magazine. Yeah, we'll learn more about that as we go as well. Shot put. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Another sharp pipe. Getting quite a lot of those. Oh, hello. 2, 3. Alright. Is there any reason to jump down there? I don't think so. Can we make this jump? You know what? It's a shortcut, but I'm not going unless there's one out here. No? Oh man. Oh wait, there is one here though. Go there, go there. There we go. I was like, I want to do it quick, but I also don't want to die. This one we can just take out by stabbing in the back. If I could get there in time. I put the recharged amulet on to try and get my health back without having to use my pulse cell, and it keeps getting really close to filling up, and then I run out. Alright, so this is a shortcut that we can make back to here, so we don't need to do anything with that, we can continue. Let's keep going. Alright, still no deaths, That's good. I'm really annoyed about that Wolf thing. I know I read it. It wasn't anything like... It wasn't the costume, right? But basically the Wolf family is like another family. So the alchemists are like a group. And then the Wolf are led by someone else. They're very powerful. Especially because we can tell because they're talking to the alchemists in that sort of tone. They're like, hey, we know that you guys are powerful, but if you try and screw us, like it won't end well for you either. So they're threatening them. Special purification ampoule, half moonstone. Okay. I think this is another collectible here. Yep. Alright, this one's really important. First discovery, Camille. She's probably the first puppet with an ego found by the Order. Before that, Ergo was seen as just a travel expense for a holy journey of the Order. It was God's gift, but they didn't know that it was truth itself. However, God gave us fools the revelation for our enlightenment. It was God's miracle that Camille was made into a maid puppet. Despite being in the early phase, when the design was rudimentary, Camille caught and saved a baby who fell from a crib. Such functionality was nowhere to be found in the puppet design. Her appearance and years lived were similar, so it was probably easier for her to manifest an ego. After hurriedly collecting Camille to launch an investigation, the Order found out that she understood language and received a message from her: "Send me back to my child." By interrogating and taking Camille apart, the Order had opened the door to a new possibility. Later, means of control such as the Grand Covenant emerged, but it was a small problem compared to this discovery. Ergo is not a simple power stone, it embraces life. Through Ergo, we can open the door to eternal life. Awaken, evolve, ascend. With this discovery, humankind will achieve immortality. Okay, so I think what's going on here is basically the first puppet that they made was Camille, and she was probably the first puppet with an ego. She got an ego because she absorbed Ergo from a human that had a similar appearance and years lived, which made it easier for the puppet to manifest the ego. And then she became a puppet with an ego. And then they realized that if that's the case, then Ergo is essentially a way for humans to live forever, because if it gets if like the Ergo from a human gets put into a puppet, then that Ergo that was therefore once human can continue to live. And that was how I think that's how they kind of decided that's how they're going to be immortal. I think that makes sense. Damn you. I almost had you. Let's go. Alright, excellent. That one went a lot better. This just drops down. There was like a gap that we passed by. Just making sure that I got everything here. Yeah. So it just drops down back to where we were, so don't worry about it. In here we find the next acidic weapon, or the only remaining acidic weapon, the acidic great curved sword blade and handle. Let's read this one. A curved sword blade made by the alchemists while researching carcass body fluids. It was designed to spray acidic body fluid over the blade at regular intervals. The alchemists took notice of the fact that carcass body fluids had an acidic quality. After extensive research, they devised a weapon that dug into one's body like a viper's fangs and inflicted continuous damage. The alchemists took notice of the fact that carcass body fluids had an... Okay, cool. The handle of a curved sword made by the alchemists while researching carcass body fluids. The bottom of the handle is finished with a snake head decoration. The serpent of the Ouroboros was a symbol that the alchemists had held sacred. They made the weapon of their dreams from the carcass body fluid that reminded them of the viper. Cool. Advance. It's actually decent. What's acid slash? Hang on, let me look at that real quick. Jump and slash upward. Sorry, jump up and slash upward, then slash downward as you land. After attacking, your weapon is temporarily imbued with acid. That's so sick. Okay. Okay, we're still going. This is to go back to where we were already. Or to earlier, so let's keep going this way. We've got to be careful because we're about to come up to some difficult enemies. Alright, the first thing we can do is we can use that to reach there. So let's do that. I just want to be careful. Oh yeah, okay. He's going to fire at us. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to aim here, roll. I'm going to drop down very carefully. There. And one more time. Cool. Collect a special resistance sample, which is definitely not worth it. Full Moonstone of the Covenant, yeah, that's probably worth it. I haven't upgraded any special weapons, but I probably will eventually. I need to for the trophy, so I'll do that when I feel like it. Alright, come on, recharged amulet. Recharge me health, please. To max. Where am I going? Here. I lost my way. there is actually a little bit more about that Camille thing that I want to talk about, because we have come across that name before and I know exactly where we came across it, I hope. I hope I'm not wrong, because there is another one called Cecile, but Cecile was the one in the St. Francesco Chapel, so I'm pretty sure it's not her, because that's not where I'm thinking of where it is. But I'm not going to go to it just yet, we'll go to it later. Alright, instead of going towards that cannon, go through here and watch for this. It will jut out very, very quickly, like a trap from an early Prince of Persia game or something, or a Tomb Raider game. It'll happen again. I did get to full health and then those enemies damaged me with their decay. How are we doing for time? Fantastic. Alright, here, this is not worth it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Drop down to get a Gemini's Iron Protection. Yes, really? I wouldn't say that item was particularly well hidden, but I wouldn't say it was easy to find either. I feel like it should have given me something more. Alright, now, oh yeah, it would have been really annoying if that one was a trap and then it just smacked me across the room and off the tower. Alright, well so far I haven't died, and I also didn't die at this point during my practice, so we haven't got there quite yet. I don't think I did. I think it's like we're getting close, but I don't think I died at this point. Okay, in order to get down, let's just carefully work our way down, watch out for the trap. Also, you're almost certainly not quick enough to get past the trap. Okay, so wait for the fire. Probably should have... I'm actually going to avoid this guy and run straight in. And then I'm going to avoid both of these guys as well. And get up here. Feed this guy. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now double should kill. Oh, come on. Alright. Want to be like that? 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is bad. Oh, I should have, hang on a second. Wait. Let's go. Oh, come on. It's so risky to play like this. Okay, we're fine. Let's get down here. Let's go back up. Move! Let me in. Okay, he can explode. Today I learned. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 2. Damn you! Burn. Okay, we did. Ooh, we did it. Ooh boy, okay. There's almost certainly a better way to do that. Okay, I'm gonna guess that thing restored some health. Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, there's probably a better way to do that. But if there is, I don't know what it is. So good luck. Is there anything here? Nope, certain death. It's funny how I was saying that the... Oh yeah, let's collect this first. Those enemies that have like the Gatling guns or the Tommy guns remind me of the Lada F350 frame. We can put that on. Hang on, I'll remember what I'm saying in a moment here. An experimental product made by Lada, the Puppet Parts Workshop. Its weight is a drawback, but its performance when it comes to impact and torsion is on a different level. Torsion? Never seen that word before. Yeah, the Tommy gun enemies, it's not only hilarious that they resemble the guys from Crash Bandicoot, like I said, but this Arche Abbey area looks exactly like some stages in Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if it's I feel like it's the stages that they omitted from the game because they were too difficult, but then you can play them in the Insane trilogy. I forget what they're called, but like the castle stages basically. Okay, so we created a shortcut. Let's just drop off very carefully onto this piece of very thin wood. Oh, come on. Game. That wasn't very nice. Well, at least I didn't die. Don't tempt fate. I know. Oh, I can almost level 4 times probably. Okay. I don't know why they put that little cutout. It's not exactly where you're supposed to walk. Alright, so grab the acid canister, and then as if it wasn't difficult enough, you still gotta jump and roll to this thing. You can't really not roll there because the jump is just too short. Like it's the same height. So yeah, I think you can jump back, but I missed it. All right, collect this. We've only got 5 minutes. Oh yeah, I should level up. Let's grab a point in advance. Let's grab a point in vitality and 1 more point in advance, and then we'll do vigor to 25. Okay, no, I wasn't anywhere near a hang on a sec. Switch this one to this one. All right, well, we're almost out of time, but I'll at least climb up here and start working our way to the next part. So where do we go? I believe we have to go up, because I think there was a ladder up here. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we've already made it past like a significant portion of the thing, but if I had to tell you how far we are, maybe 25% of the way there. So yeah, still a fair bit to go. Okay, collect this item here, which I may have missed during practice because I don't remember actually exiting to that part. Climb, 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 climb. Oh, okay. I hate this part. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Nothing on. Oh, actually, there is something on the right, but we'll do it in a moment. There's another trap here, so be careful. 1, 2, 3. I actually forgot how to do this part. Okay. So what you can do is you can drop down here, turn around. Attack this guy. He has a like a disruption cannon. You can also come from this side. Yeah, that's how that leads. He has like a disruption cannon that slowly spews disruption at you. So just if you defeat him quickly, like you can see him here. If you defeat him quickly, he won't pose a problem. Is what I was trying to get at. Okay. Now there's another trap right here, so avoid this and collect Fable Catalyst. Very, very important. Oh gosh, I almost fell. Do not drop down to this thin piece of wood. It is certain death. Instead, I just have to remember. Oh yeah, yeah. Instead, use this ladder to climb down. Sorry, I said certain death. What I meant was you'll take damage because that thing will break. Certain breakage, if you would. If you will. If you don't. If you say you will. Alright, anyway, there's a chest over there, so don't worry about that for now. We still can't cross over because that will still break, despite walking on it slowly. I am almost 100% sure it is possible to make that jump into there, but it is very, very difficult. I tried it several times. I'll try it again. That pretty much is what happens every time. Alright, and now I've got 1.5 minutes to defeat this guy. Who, may you ask? This guy. So we fought him at the exhibition. He's about the same. Okay, I forgot about that attack. Ow, please don't punch me. There we go. I managed to pop the canisters in the back. And now he's done for. Yay, I won. Alright, throwing cell, resplendent ergo fragment, star fragment, and an acid canister. Alright, I think we'll leave things here because we have a minute left and yeah, pretty much at the end of it. Here is the next Trinity, or the final Trinity door, actually. But behind it is a very long talking segment, so I will start that next time. I'm just trying to think if I should... yeah, okay, yeah, okay, I know what to do. For the final thing that I'm going to do in this episode, I'm going to use this elevator, and I'm going to be prepared to jump off on the right here. Right there. Doing so will put me at this point, which will allow me to collect the Resplendent Ergo chunk, and then if I drop down here, I can collect that treasure chest that we saw before. Which contains a Legion Caliber, and if you didn't believe me, well, now you do. Yeah, it took a little bit of damage, but that's fine. Alright, perfect. Yeah, couldn't have asked for a more perfect episode. Didn't die and made it about 30% of the way through this final area. Next time we'll find out what's behind this door and continue from there. So for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 19 of Let's Platinum Lies of P. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.